Welcome to Songwriters at Play, highlights from the live music events held all over the Central Coast. A true child of the 60s, Sage Gentlewing was a drummer in a San Francisco rock band opening for such artists as Big Brother and the Holding Company with Janis Joplin, Moby Grape, Quicksilver Messenger Service, and Buffalo Springfield. 40 years later, Sage is still gigging non-stop as a guitarist, singer-songwriter with something to say. And here's what he had to say last May 24th on our showcase at Sculptera Winery in Paso Robles, California.
As I mentioned earlier, Sage is visiting with us from El Paso, Texas. He's got several gigs on the Central Coast, including a couple more next weekend here in Paso Robles. I'm sure he'll tell you all about. And he's a much finer human being than me because he played last night at the Frog and Peach from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m., and I definitely could not do that. A true survivor, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Sage Gentlewing.
Probably one of the oldest songs that I still do that I wrote way back in 1972. It's called Eating Dust and Wanderlust. Turned out to be a very prophetic song. It's still active today. I'm sitting on the steps of my lonesome mountain shack, gazing down the moonlit tracks. I'm thinking of my long lost love, and I wish I had her back. I guess I will write her a letter for her birthday. I ain't seen her in a whole 3 years, but I love her just the same, and I can't be blamed if I stain my letter with a tear. And rolling along like the dusty sagebrush, winds across my face forever free. Eating dust and wanderlust is the life I chose to lead. Out 3 years ago to this very day, I held her and said I love you. And no matter where I go, this much you gotta know, nobody else will do. I begged and pleaded, won't you please come along? I ain't akin to these city ways. They were killing me, and oh, I really gotta go. But I'll be back for you someday. Hey, hey. Our paths may cross again someday. I'll know you by that rose in your hair. I'll be playing in some town, you'll be dancing on some stage. I'll just follow the sounds of those flamenco shoes you wear, and rolling along like the dusty sagebrush, winds across my face forever free. Oh, eating dust and wanderlust is the life I chose to lead. Can life be right again, like it was when I was 10, when the world wasn't spinning out of control? Looking back, I understand how things got out of hand. Does anybody really plan to go down that road? I finally found a place to stay where I can rest and play. Really makes me wonder how I even got this far. 'Cause mine's a broken dream, like so many I've seen. Really makes me grateful just to be alive. And all along the way, a miracle a day. If there's any prayer I pray, it's that it's also true for you, that wherever you roam, you'll always have a home. Well, there's nothing like a hot bath to make even the hardest of times seem all right. And I hope you find a world whose light does shine on you, and strangers who are kind, as true love finds its way to your heart someday. I don't have an answer, but I wish I did. Someone tell me why. One driver lives, 3 innocent kids die. Someone tell me why. Somebody, someone tell me why. Somebody, someone tell me why. I don't understand it, but I wish I could. Senseless tragedy. The line runs deep. Is life so cheap? You didn't stop to see their light was green. Somebody, someone tell me why. Somebody, someone tell me why. They never saw you charging through that red light. Why is there always one jerk who must run through the red light? Someone tell me why. You get to live with their blood on your conscience, their blood on your hands, their blood on your hands. They never saw you charging through that red light. Why is there always one jerk who must run through the red light. Someone tell me why. Why you get to live with their blood on your conscience, their blood on your hands, their blood on your hands. I don't have an answer, but I wish I did. Someone tell me why. One driver lives, 3 innocent kids die. Someone tell me, someone tell me, someone tell me why. Somebody, somebody, someone tell me why. When I was in Nashville, when I was about 18 in 1970, so you guys can do the math, I had some amazing experiences, met a lot of very interesting people, you know, kind of ahead of the curve a little bit before people got famous or well-known. And one of those people was David Allan Coe. That we used to swap songs on the steps of the Parthenon right there in Centennial Park every afternoon, you know, just song swap. There'd be 100 people out there. The other word for song swap is smoke out. It was 1970. And David lived in a hearse. Nobody knows this. Only the people that were there kind of know, because I don't think he really wants that information out. But David used to live in a hearse. And it said the David Allan Coe Show on the side of the hearse. And he was actually sleeping in it, and nobody knew that. But he was on the verge, you know, and he made it. And my roommates go, hey, we know this guy. You two would really get along really well. And they took me over to Chris Christopherson's house. Now, I didn't get a chance to meet him because he was on the road with Billy Swan. It didn't happen, but I met him 10 years later. And he actually came to a show. I was a guitar player on the circus. And long story. But anyway, I reminded him of that time, and we ended up having an amazing conversation about the connecting person who put that together. Anyway, this is a song about those experiences, and it's called Eyes in the Back of My Head. I had only had eyes in the back of my head, back of my head, back of my head. It was an innocent time back in Nashville town, 1970. I was green as the ground, Centennial Park, too young to know, swapping songs on the steps of the Parthenon with David Allan Coe. What did I know? We shared our best songs with a hoot and a shout, but even David Allan Coe didn't know back then how it would all turn out. If I had only had eyes in the back of my head to see what I had left behind while I blindly forged ahead, I would have taken the wheel with a steadier hand. And I've been traveling without a clue or a plan. I would have saved my money for when it's time to get on. And I've spent every last red cent on wine, women, and song. Wine, women, and song. If I'd only known then what I later found out. If I had only known then what was revealed today, I would have found my place back in the day. But I wanted my freedom, so I just walked away. But I later found out what I didn't know then. You pass a chance of a lifetime, might not come again. Might not come again. If I'd only known then what I later found out. If I had only had eyes in the back of my head, back of my head, back of my head. If I'd only known then what I later found out, I would have kept moving and never slowed down. I would have paid more attention to what was on my plate, and not been so foolish as to second guess fate, as to second guess fate. If I'd only known then what I later found out. If I had only had eyes in the back of my head, back of my head, back of my head. If I had only had eyes in the back of my head, back of my head, back of my head. Thank you so much. Thank you, Steve Key.
His name is Sage Gentlewing. On the road from El Paso, Texas, he dropped by to play a guest set on our showcase May 24th, 2015 at Sculptera Winery in Paso Robles, California. Did you know, in addition to our Sunday showcases, we also present monthly Saturday night concerts? And our next one is June 20th, featuring the San Francisco band, the Lady Crooners. If you had signed up for our email announcements, you would already know this. Do it now at songwritersatplay.com, and we'll keep you updated. Coming up next, Paso Robles' own Kenny Taylor on Songwriters at Play.
Brought to you in part by Central Coast Music, celebrating 25 years in Morro Bay and still matching or beating online prices. And McPhee's Grill, 20 years in Templeton, now open at historic Sebastian's, across from Hearst Castle. And by the Singing Dentist, Dr. Brian Hanratty in Pismo Beach.
Hi, Ian McPhee here. It has been 20 years since we opened McPhee's Grill in Templeton. As we look forward to another 20, I would like to thank all of our customers for their lasting support. Now for something new. Visit us at historic Sebastian's in beautiful San Simeon, located across Highway 1 from the entrance to Hearst Castle. Come join us by the beach for local grass-fed Hearst Ranch beef burgers, grilled fresh fish, deli sandwiches, and salads. Every Tuesday through Sunday, 11:30 to 4.
McPhee's Grill, across from the grain elevator in picturesque downtown Templeton. And now at the beach, across the street from Hearst Castle at historic Sebastian's.
Welcome back to Songwriters at Play. Kenny Taylor says he spent many hours in college listening to any kind of music that inspired him, with John Lennon, Dave Matthews, and Ben Gibbard being his particular favorites. Eventually, he began putting pen to paper and writing his own songs. A Minnesota native, Kenny is now based in Paso Robles, playing often with a six-piece band. He took a solo turn on our showcase May 24th, 2015 at Sculptera Winery in Paso Robles, California.
Willows there, got those willows there in my backyard, in my backyard. Got those willows there, got those willows there. Lost at sea, oh you're lost at sea, oh you're lost at sea with your enemy, and you forced to see, and you asked to read while your family crumbles quietly. And you know that feeling, you know that tone, and you once must stop from being all alone singing. Ooh. Willows there, got those willows there in my got those willows there, got those willows there, and you realize that you'll never feel again. Lost at sea, oh you're lost at sea, oh you're lost at sea with your enemy, and you forced to breathe, and you asked to read while your family crumbles quietly. And you know that feeling, you know that tone, and you once must stop from being all alone. And you know that feeling, you heard that tone, and you once must stop from being all alone singing. Ooh, got those willows there, got those willows there in my got those willows there, got those willows there, and you realize that you'll never swing again. And the truth is unexpected. Sink or swim, sink or swim, sink or swim, sink or swim, and you realize that you'll never live again. This song kind of came out of those long days of just sitting with a 2-year-old crying, and then an infant in your lap. So this one is for them. This is the time when you try to live what you did and try to start again. You start to think what has gone and what's left to begin. You're in and out of my life, oh these tears are smiling. You are my happy thought. You lift me up off the ground. You are lift me up off the ground. You were the mystery. You kept me guessing constantly. Oh, you never know what to say. You stuff my heart in your pillowcase, so you're in and out of my life. Oh, these tears are smiling. You are my happy thought. You lift me up off the ground. You are my happy thought. You lift me up off the ground. I put myself there and I'm sitting with you. You smile back and take a lap straight through your memory. You are my happy thought. You lift me up off the ground. You are my happy thought. You lift me up off the ground. There was a dark, there was a moon. You picked this spot, you saw this thing through. The water was calm, as if it knew you. The clouds opened up, the sky followed suit. Don't you let me go. Don't you please, won't you please, don't you let me go. Don't you let me go. Don't you please, won't you please, don't you let me go. You keep your heart this close. You keep your heart this close. As we drove for miles. The night was ours, at least for a while. You did your best to keep things cool, no, but you know this time was through. Don't you let me go. Don't you please, won't you please, don't you let me go. Don't you let me go. Don't you please, won't you please, don't you let me go. You keep your heart this close. You keep your heart this close. And then the truth of this will figure myself in and yourself out of this. And then the truth of this will figure myself in and yourself out of this. And then we start to kiss, we'll figure yourself in and myself out of this. And then I touch your lips, we'll figure yourself in and myself go. Yeah. Don't you let me go. go. Don't you please, won't you please, don't you let me go. Don't you let me go. Don't you please, don't you please, don't you let me go. You keep your heart this close. You keep your heart this close. Thank you very much. Thank you. I want you guys to keep your hands going for Steve Key for having us out today. And the Songwriters that play all over the county and even out of the county, I see it too. So thank you, Steve. We spent the night apart before. He's lost and the phone calls I ignore. You can't sleep cause you're looking out the window. You still dream of these feelings, just can't let go. Time seems to be on our side for now. Sit tight, but you know that you will regret this. Hold on to her love. Sit tight, but you know that you will regret this. Hold on to her love. Hold on to her love. Oh, yeah. You toast the only glass in the room. Yes you do, yes you do, yes you do. You keep calm and you wait for that honeymoon that will never come. You tried to the attic. Inside were these memories that combat us. Time seems to be on our side for now. And now, and now, and now, yeah. You sit tight, but you know that you will regret this. Hold on to love. Sit tight, but you know that you will regret this. Hold on to love. Hold on to her love. Hold on to her love. Hold. Sit tight, but you know that you will regret this. Hold on to love. Yeah. Sit tight, but you know that you will regret this. Hold on to love. Hold on to my love. Hold on to her love. Hold on to her, hold on to, yeah, hold on to, baby, hold on to, yeah, hold on to, hold on to her love.
You just heard Paso Robles' very own Kenny Taylor performing May 24th, 2015 at Sculptera Winery in Paso Robles. For our listeners in the South County, you can find us every Thursday night at Shell Cafe in Pismo Beach, where you'll be able to hear Santa Barbara's Matt Yockey when he headlines June 11th, and then the Julian Temple Band on June 18th. Did I mention that these great shows are also free? You can check this out and other exciting details on the calendar page at songwritersatplay.com. Coming up after the break, longtime local favorite Jody Mulgrew, next on Songwriters at Play. What are the odds that during the same year that Central Coast Music celebrates its 25th anniversary, that they also win the New Times Best Music Store on the whole gosh darn Central Coast? And how do you think that Eddie Frawley and his merry band of music merchandisers celebrated? By remodeling the entire store and buying a bunch of new guitars and other musical stuff. So come on in and see the new improved Central Coast Music and all the cool new stuff they got. But they have the same great prices and service that made New Times readers vote overwhelmingly for Central Coast Music as the best music store on the whole Central Coast. Central Coast Music on Morro Bay Boulevard in Morro Bay. They're instrumental in making music on the Central Coast. Welcome back to Songwriters at Play. Highlights from the live music events held all over the Central Coast. The Folk Alliance Region West, or Far West for short, will hold its 12th annual conference this October in Oakland, California. They invited Songwriters at Play to showcase one of our performers in the Venue's Choice Concert, which kicks off the conference. We're proud to announce that Jody Mulgrew will represent us at the conference. And now you get to hear highlights from his set last May 24th on our showcase at Sculptera Winery in Paso Robles, California.
Started with a heavy emotion. Started with a heavy heart. Started with fearless devotion. Tears couldn't tear us apart. And the night would tear us apart, lest we laid our hearts on the line. All you young lovers unite and lay your hearts on the line tonight. We heard the mission bells are ringing. We heard the nightingale sigh. We felt the future beginning, even as I told you goodbye. And the night would tear us apart, lest we laid our hearts on the line. All you young lovers unite and lay your hearts on the line tonight. Apart, lest we laid our hearts on the line. All you young lovers unite and lay your hearts on the line tonight. And lay your hearts on the line tonight. And lay your hearts on the line. Night.
And my buddy Ben was driving one night in his car, and he heard the radio announcer coming in on like an NPR station or something, and they were talking about how astronomically, how it was going to be the darkest night in 500 years. You know, he's like, wow, that's a pretty good line you just said there, Mr. Radio Announcer.
It was the darkest night in 500 years, according to the radio. But all the darkness just disappears in the static of the neon glow. And oh, my darling, I've been missing you. Oh, oh, my darling, it seems it's all I ever do. There's no promise of salvation, it's just another load we tow to an unknown destination down a long and empty road. And oh, oh, my darling, I've been missing you. Oh, oh, my darling, it seems it's all I ever do. Well, we had our run, we had our fun, had it better than most, and the things we lost and what they cost us haunt me like a ghost. And oh, my darling, I've been missing you. Oh, oh, my darling, it seems it's all I ever do. Oh, my darling, I've been missing you. Oh, oh, my darling, it seems it's all I ever do. There's a little hurricane blowing through Antigua tonight, where we took our honeymoon. Howling wind and sideways rain blowing through the living room, where I first made love to you. And when the ghosts of our happiest times themselves die, will you lie in the graveyard with me at the twilight of a memory? Remember how it felt, breathless at the circus, in awe of the acrobats. Even now as I tilt between recklessness and purpose, I wish that it still felt like that. And ghosts of our happiest times themselves die, will you lie in the graveyard with me at the twilight of a memory? When the love that once burned in our eyes grows cold, I will hold you and rock you to sleep. I'll never let you go. And when the ghosts of our happiest times themselves die, will you lie in the graveyard with me at the twilight of a memory, at the twilight of a memory, at the twilight of a memory? And of course, if you didn't catch it, my name is Jody Mulgrew. I'll be seeing you guys around. Well, my girl up and left for California, and she took with her what little comfort I cared to know. Seems I've been so long running, I've still got so far to go. Tell me, how do I give up on Tennessee? I hear rumors that the spring will bring my spirit back to life, with a song upon my lips as every beating heart takes flight. And it warms me as I listen to the trains roll through the night, wondering, how do I give up on Tennessee? Tennessee, such a lonely rhyme since you left me. Tennessee, tell me, how do I give up on Tennessee? Such a lonely rhyme since you left me. Tennessee, tell me, how do I give up on Tennessee? If there's a spot beside that moonlight beach bonfire, you let me know as you fall in love with newfound friends inside its orange glow. I'm still trying to crack the riddle that you had figured long ago. Namely, how do I give up on Tennessee? Tell me, how do I give up on Tennessee? How do I give up on Tennessee?
That's Jody Mulgrew, everybody.
You just heard Jody Mulgrew, recorded May 24th, 2015, at Sculptera Winery in Paso Robles, California. This Songwriters at Play radio show is produced and voiced by Cliff Stepp, with live sound, script, and talent booking by Steve Key. Check out our calendar at songwritersatplay.com for details on upcoming shows. Our theme song is by Matthew White of Ballistic Cats. Thanks to Pepper Daniels and everybody at the Crush 92.5, the perfect blend. Tell everyone you know on Facebook and elsewhere to listen to Songwriters at Play every Tuesday at 5 p.m. and every Thursday morning at 9 a.m. on The Crush. Listen to past shows at songwritersatplay.com or on iTunes or with the TuneIn app and on YouTube. This is show number 185.
I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Brian Hanratty. I'm a dentist over in Pismo Beach, California, one of the finest places on the planet. And I'm just absolutely stoked. The lifestyle and the friendliness of the people is just unsurpassed. I love surfing. I surf pretty much every day. It's been one of the highlights of my life. Keeps my back strong enough to be able to do the dentistry. I got into dentistry as a pilot. Years ago, I started flying with a group called Flying Samaritans. These people basically changed my life. The dentists that went down with us were some of the finest humanitarians I've ever experienced, and I wanted to be like that. So at age 39, I started my medical prerequisites, and I started dental school at age 41 with 5 children.
Hey, I'm your dentist. You have a friend in me. I'm here to help you.
That's Dr. Brian Hanratty, the singing dentist, at 509 Five Cities Drive in Pismo Beach, where dental care is fun and friendly.